To our studios, Mallam. Now, first of all, tell us, by what numerology context did you arrive at your predictions that have turned out to be particularly correct? I asked my producer to check the actual percentage of President Mahama. I know it's 44 point something, but you said 96. We'll check what the Electoral Commission has published, and then we'll talk about that. But really, you are right. You said 44. No one could think. When you called me and said 44, I laughed at you. But tell us, how did you arrive at that?
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Good evening, Paul, and good evening to the viewers and the workers and whosoever is going to listen to us. Thank you very much, Paul. As you are seeing me, my name is Ustaz Sham-una Jibril, and I'm the Hafiz of the Holy Quran. I commit the Quran to memory without a teacher, and I'm from Boku Central, where Asa Yarga, that's our MP. I use the Quran. Mama Yarga. Yes. Yeah, I'm in his town, Boku Central. So I use the Quran in my calculation. You know, the Holy Quran, which seems to have verses of 6,666 to some school of thought. That's the whole version of the Holy Quran. And then the chapters of the Quran is 114. So whatever thing we are thinking of, or whatever thing you are thinking of on this earth is in the Quran, it's written in the Quran. So the 2016 election is in the Quran, the 2017 election, and whatever activities. So I'm using the Holy Quran to calculate. So it's through the Holy Quran that I use. I'm having some data that, you know, that is a spiritual data. The 30 minutes is very scanty for us to explain that one. So I'll take the name, in summary, I will take the name of the candidate, President John Mahama, Nanado, the party, and then I will take the number of, the number of voters, the total number of voters cast as provided by the Electoral Commission. Then I'll take the year, I'll take the month, and the actual date of the election. Then I'll put it in the Islamic, data. Then I'll do all the collation, the subtraction, addition, multiplication, and whatever. Then I'll come out with the final results. And then there's no time for me to explain all these and stuff.
Well, but we need to understand it, because your explanation has to be credible, so that it's not as if, because you're not the only one who said Akufo-Addo was going to win. I had Bishop also been in the studio who said Akufo-Addo was going to win, as a matter of fact. He said it in January, that Nana Akufo-Addo needed to do some things to win, but if he did those things, he'll win. And then he came to the studio again in November and said the proviso that he gave in January has been attained, and therefore Nana Akufo-Addo was certain to win the elections. He said that.
No, his is quite different from this. You know, this with figure, he didn't give any accuracy like figure.
No, he didn't say yes. He didn't say the percentage, but he said he'll win a first round victory. But still, let's get to yours. So you said the date of the election, 7 December was the date of the election.
Yes.
You said the names of the parties.
The names of the political...
Now, the names of the political parties are in words. They are not in arithmetic.
Yes, you know...
So how do you draw them into arithmetic?
Then we'll convert it. Something like when you look at my other prediction, when I talk about MPP on the ballot 5-5, I explained that one. And I said that because of the letter E, elephant start with the letter E. So when you take the E, then you convert it into figures, you get it 5, A, B, C, D, E.
In the year 2000, MPP were not fifth on the ballot. They won the election.
No, that one I didn't make any calculation on that.
But you are saying that so are you saying that the model for the calculation is different from every year, even if it's the same MPP?
It varies.
Even if it's the same MPP and the same NDC?
Yes, even if it is the same, it varies.
So if NDC were fifth on the ballot, would they have won the election?
Like they fit on the ballot 5?
Yes.
Yeah, they would have
NDC.
won the, yes, NDC. Even any party at all.
So whoever was going to be fifth would have won the election?
Regardless of the...
if Park Sindhu was fifth, he win the election?
Even Asa Ayaga, when he speaks on the ballot...
I'm struggling to believe that.
No, you know...
Because those of us who don't use your spiritual calculation, just by looking at the situation, you are more likely to predict that because of these factors in political science, in sociology, in culture, the MPP would be ahead of the NDC.
No, you know, what I'm saying, this is quite different from psychology. Excuse me to say, 2014, World Cup, you see that Brazil is a very serious team. When they say that they will score Brazil 7-1, you know that you never understand. But I talk about it, they will score based on the categories they met, Germany. I talk about it. So,
Brazil will be beaten heavily.
Yeah, he's there.
You said 7?
Yeah. 7-1 is there, and I even talk about what do you call it? The Masmola will score a hat trick, Nima will do this, all these same stuff. It's on BBC, CNN, all the international channels. So it doesn't matter, no matter the strength of the party or whether the party is weak.
So
no,
all human activities is subject to this calculation?
It's subject to the calculations.
Whether you like it or not?
No, that's how it is.
So we don't have to pray about it, you just have to wait?
No, you know, as for prayers too, it's also is a contributing factor. But as I'm saying that the calculation, it doesn't mean that the party is huge or the party is...
Anyway, Mahama ended up with 44.40 as the actual figure,
yes,
which is very close to your 44.9. But the 44% is... but you didn't tell us what percentage Akufo-Addo will get.
Oh, I told you.
That it was what?
53.47%. And I understand that. Me, I don't look at television. As you see me, I don't look at television. I don't listen to radio.
But you understand that it came to what? You understand that the real figure was what?
The real figure,
yeah,
of Nanado, 53.47%.
Okay.
And then somebody told me that there are 4 constituencies, they were not collated before declaring the results. So if that... if they have added that resource, it would have been accurate 53.47% as a result of the 4 constituencies.
So tell us the numbers that you used.
Yes.
If the election was not fought on December 7th and it was fought on November 7th, well, will the outcome have been different?
No, it would have been totally different.
Who would have won November 7th?
Assuming
that all other things remain the same,
okay,
who would have won on November 7th?
Like what? What are you trying
Assuming
to
that the name of the party is NDC, the
okay,
candidate is Mr. Mahama,
okay,
they would have picked 3rd on the ballot.
Okay.
Akufo-Addo would pick 5th on the ballot. Assuming that all other factors were the same,
okay,
which party would have won on November 7th?
No, like as I said, that any part, the logo, where the logo is, that's where the explanation is. So the logo 5 determines the outcomes of the elections.
No, you're not getting my question. So no. You said that the date of the question or the date of the event is important. 7th of December.
The date.
The date. So I'm asking you that if the elections were fought on 7th of November, would the outcome be different?
It would have been different. Mama would have won the election.
That's
absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Let me see what we have. Okay, so these are the... So you can see these are the final results of the election. Well, minus those 4 constituencies.
Yes.
So Akufo-Addo is President Mahama is 44.40. Can we see this? Yes. President Mahama is 44.40, and Nana Akufo-Addo is 53.85. So that's what you get. That's what you get for the main election after the coalition. But we think that there will be some more when the 4 constituencies come in. That's what you have on your screen right there. So why would President Mahama have won an election if it was fought on November the 7th?
Yes, that one we are not basing on the date of the election. We're based on the date of birth of those of the candidates. So from my calculation, Mahama is November, and then so because of that, the election is fixed on November. Definitely, he will win the election. So that time we are not going to base on the day and then the month and the year.
So
of the
Akufo-Addo is born in March. So any election fought in March, he'll win?
Definitely. He's having the upper hand.
Really?
But, yes, but if...
So if I am born in March and I'm going to contest elections in the university or something like that, and I have the power to make the election be contestable in March, I should do that?
No, you see, it based on the arrangement of the ballot. Do you understand? March is the 3rd month of the, what do you call it?
Yeah,
of the year. So when it happens that it corresponds with the date, it is 3rd March or something like that. You see, when you collate and correspond with the month and then the date of the election, definitely you have...
So you as a spiritualist, when you get this information, are you able to do something about it to change it? If I were President Mahama and you told me and I came to you and said, look, Jibril, do something about this. Can you do something about it?
Yeah, the Holy Quran told us that Yamhullahu ma yasha wa yusabbit wa indahu umul kitab. We've chosen or we've designed something to a human, but it changes to change. That's what the Holy Quran told us. So if the Holy Quran tell us that anything is subject to change, then if he comes, I can do it and just turn out the results.
So why didn't you do it for President Mahama?
President Mahama didn't come to me.
If he came, you would have changed it.
Why not?
And you can change it.
I'm not far from doing that. I'm a hacker in the spirit.
A hacker in the spirit means what?
You know, I hack this, as you read, the thing came before even they collated the Electoral Commission. I hack in the data of the Electoral Commission. before even the whole voters list were compiled, I hacked in their data and saw what was going to happen.
But their data is not spiritual data, it's physical data.
Before anything happens, it happens in the spirit before it comes out. That's why I congratulated Nana Addo. I went to his investiture in the spiritual realm and I saw everything. That's why I came out boldly and congratulated him. So everything that you are seeing, it happens in the spirit before it comes out. So the spirit is more stronger.
When we come back from the break, you tell us what will happen in the future.
Okay.
If you can tell us, because the next election will happen most likely November 7th.
Okay.
Maybe December 7th. We don't know, but most likely November 7th. Okay. And Nana Addo will be a candidate, hopefully. We don't know who else will be a candidate. But you tell us what will happen in the future, whether President Akufo-Addo's government will succeed. And I'm going to be doing some predictions here. So maybe when you finish, you can tell me which of my predictions will come right. After the break, we'll get onto the touchscreen and do the predictions of ministerial appointment and speakership appointment. And then we'll talk to Mallam Jibril at the tail end of the program about the future, whether he has any predictions about the future. Good evening, Ghana Official on Facebook. It's the place to send your concern. I'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned. Stay with us. Would it be a successful government?
Mr. Paul, that was 2012, immediately after the election petition. Maybe you listened to me with Black Rasta on Hit FM.
Yeah.
I told him personally that the economy was going to have a very acute, serious problem. And then most especially the economy and then the energy. So I gave out a charity to the president. You listened to that program?
I heard it, yes.
Yes. And they failed to do it. And what happened in the end is the same thing lying to Nana Addo. I pity Nana Addo.
Say it again. So what's going to happen? The economy is going to be difficult.
Very, no matter the amount of economists he has, even he should get the global economists. If he do not go by the charity.
What's a charity?
That's sadaka.
What's a sadaka?
Like it's a spiritual arm giving. It's something, you know.
Who should give the arms?
The government should do it. The reason why is that during the elections, there was a lot of spiritual activities. So if that spiritual activities, NDC did their spiritual activities to win, MPP also did, and the other parties. And definitely it's only one party that will win. So if it happens that the other party loses, then the heat of that spirit is going to be on the economy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
The heat of that spirit?
Yes.
The anger?
The anger of the spirit for the party that loses. It will affect, it will hit the economy. So that's the reason why. So
what do they, Sadaka, how do they do it? How should they do it?
The Sadaka, unless I do my calculation, but I pity Nana Addo. No matter, yeah, I pity Nana Addo and the MPP.
So what happened in 4 years' time?
It will take about 3 years before they can correct the economy. It's spiritual, it's not physical, no matter the amount of the intelligence.
It will take 3 years before they can correct the economy.
If they will go physical, they will not do the charity.
If they do the charity, they will do it quickly.
It will take about 1.5 years, even.
1.5 years. But yes, they can pray to God, Allah.
They should do it.
It won't work?
I said they should do it.
No, tell me, will it work or not?
As for God, there, when you say God, you finish everything. But per my calculation, you know, I calculated that they win. You understand it?
So in 4 years, will they win again?
Okay. The problem is that the other time, yesterday, you asked me whether you be a first term or second term.
Yeah.
His first term and second term will depend on President Buhari, he and Donald Trump.
If they win, he will win.
If Buhari wins, Nana Addo will go for the second. He also win. But if something happens somewhere along the line with President Buhari, Nana Addo and Donald Trump, then they are in trouble because they are triplets, spiritual Siamese twins.
Oh, that's interesting. So if Buhari decides that he's not running the next election,
Nana Addo should forget he's not going for the second term.
If Buhari goes for the second term and wins,
he will win.
If Trump goes for Trump will go for second term. If Trump goes for second term and he wins,
I'm saying, are you not predicting or?
No, I'm asking you.
Now, okay, Trump and Nana Addo and Buhari, they are triplets, spiritual Siamese twins. They are triplet. Do you understand?
And Buhari's event always comes first.
Yeah, because he can say. So whatever will affect Buhari will affect the other and vice versa.
After if Buhari wins and Nana Addo wins, if Buhari wins and Trump wins and Nana Addo wins, after that, what will happen?
No, I didn't go. I didn't
go that far.
But spiritually now, provisionally, Mahama is now on scale, and he's a different Mahama and a different NDC.
He's on scale.
Yeah, spiritually.
What does it mean to say on scale?
He is now coming. He is now going to be the next candidate of the NDC.
Mahama will be the candidate.
Provisionally. That's my spiritual provisional information.
Okay.
So I'll confirm it to you with time being.
Okay.
But what I'm telling about the, what do you call it, Trump and Nanadu, do you understand? Do you know?
So Mahama will be candidate again?
Provisionally, for now. That's what my calculation is.
And if he's candidate again, his fortunes will depend on what happened in Nigeria and the United States.
And the United States, definitely.
Will Jonathan be candidate again in Nigeria?
No, never.
But you said Jonathan and Mahama too were Siamese twins.
Depending when Mama, he didn't ask me, will he be a candidate when Mama be a candidate? If Mama definitely be a candidate, he'll also be a candidate.
No, Jonathan's will come first.
Jonathan.
Yes, good luck Jonathan in Nigeria.
Yes.
His event will happen first.
Now, what I'm trying to put across is that the fortunes of Nanadu will depend on Buhari's own. Do you understand it? Yes, they are spiritual triplet Siamese twins.
But Buhari has run a very difficult economy for 1 year. Nigerians are not happy with it. Is that what's going to happen here?
That's what I'm telling you. But it's not physical. It's something spiritual. Let's say you see a pretty lady or a pretty girl without a husband. Everyone doesn't want. There's something hanging. It's a serious thing I'm saying. If they think that I'm telling lies, they should go ahead.
So they have to do sadaka?
They have to do it. I told some time ago during the AFCON, I told Ghana will go to final with Abidjan, but history would repeat itself. I gave out a charity. You heard it with Black Rasta,
yeah.
Hit FM. And they didn't do the charity, and what happened in the end? So it's something, it's not physical. You see, I know Baumia is good. I know they have Nana Kunedo Apriko, the economists. They are there in their numbers, I know. But it's a different thing. It's not the way
we'll deal more on that later on our next program. But let's talk about the AFCON. Will Ghana win?
No, I didn't do that calculation.
But it's only 1 month away, Jibril. You should have done that.
No,
it's January.
No, it's because of, this, you know that it was impromptu when you called me about this thing. What I just want to tell you is that next month I will give you details about the World Cup, the coming World Cup. I started that one.
Who will win and who will Ghana qualify?
What?
Will Ghana qualify?
No, I'm still calculating. It's
what I will qualify?
Yeah, it's in the pipeline. I'll just give
Why
you the
do you do these things? Is that your job? Is that your job?
I'm doing it for the people to know that there is something in the Holy Quran.
So, do you have people who come to you for consultation?
Yeah, both local and international.
Do you charge them a lot of money?
No, I don't charge.
It's free?
Free and fair.
I see.
And do you know your logo? Do you know your, what do you call it? We have what we call do you know every human being is having his what do you call it? Sampling. Do you know sampling?
Yes.
Do you know your sampling?
I know sampling. Yes.
So when I say do you know that this one is not your job?
Which one is not my job?
This one.
Oh, the one I'm
you are
doing.
a politician. You are not a journalist.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Politician is my job.
Yes. You know, in the spiritual realm, do you understand it? It's quite different from psychology and what you are seeing.
Yeah.
So, Shamima, do you know Shamima Muslim?
Yes, my friend.
Last I came and told her that you are not a journalist. She was annoyed. Where is Shamima now?
Yeah, she's married.
So is she doing the journalism?
In this election, she came to do a bit for City.
No, I mean as a job.
No, she's not.
I told her before. So you are not a journalist. You are
I'm a politician.
A serious one. When you indulge yourself in politics, you go ahead.
Which party should I join?
No, that one, I didn't calculate that one. Do you know Kenneth Ajapon?
The businessman or the politician? The businessman, yes.
Will you give me time to explain such things?
No, you can't talk about him publicly. We can.
No. I'm just citing an example about the political world, how it is.
Yeah, tell me.
No, it's not something bad.
Okay, so what is it about him?
You know, all the big men, all the big guys in the world, they belong to a certain realm in the spirit. Do you understand it?
Yes.
They determine what is going to happen physically.
Yeah.
So that Kenneth Ajapon, you see the way I met him in the spirit. He's my client in the spiritual realm. The way you see him, the way he's behaving, I'm seeing him to be even quiet. In the spiritual, he's very stubborn.
The politician or the businessman?
The businessman.
The politician, businessman. Okay. Kenneth, the member of parliament.
Yes, and you know this thing, Dangote.
The Nigerian businessman.
Yes.
What has he done?
He's very poor. The money that he's having in the spiritual realm is. So if I see when they are talking about.
So he should be having more money.
Plenty. He's very, very poor.
Really?
Very poor. And President Mama.
Yes.
I have to congratulate Mama for what he told me. He assured me. He's also my client in the spiritual. He assured me of giving us a credible and peaceful election before the election.
In the spiritual realm?
Yes, he's very humble. So
why do some pastors get these things wrong and some spiritualists like you get it wrong?
Like what?
Like some spiritualists come and predict something and it doesn't happen. Predict that Hillary Clinton will win, doesn't win.
Okay. You know that they are not hackers in the spirit. We are 3 at the moment. I'm not boasting. We are 3 hackers in the world. There's one in Niger. We call her Ina. She's from Tamarisset. You know Tamarisset?
No, then there's one
she uses the private part.
Then there's one where?
There's one in Shanghai.
But all these things, is it not?
Excuse me to explain. She uses the private part. So when you go to her, she doesn't know you. When she opens, you see Metro TV, you see your house, everything. You just be seeing it. If something is missing, you see it. The time that the person was taking the thing, so she's a hacker in the spirit, but in a different direction. And then there's one to
before Allah and
so
God.
That
is
one
this not evil? Is it not evil? Is this
no? That one is definitely
all the
evil.
hackers things. Is
no,
not evil?
I'm using the Holy Quran, and the one in Shanghai is a Buddhist.
He uses the Buddhist Bible.
Yes. So if you are not a hacker and you predict, you have to forward the documents to the hackers. Yeah, and somebody like TV Joshua, what do you call the other pastor? As for Osubenpa, is good. He's good.
He's good.
Yeah. In the spiritual world, he's a spirit himself.
Osubenpa is a spirit himself.
In the spiritual realm.
In the spiritual realm.
Yes, it's not even physical. That
he's a principality for God.
Yeah, he's good. But only that the problem.
Am I also good in the spirit?
I'm coming. Only that he doesn't. He can't calculate with figures. You see. So
but he's good. You know him in the spirit.
Yeah, I know he's good. He's good.
Have you seen me in the spirit also before?
Yeah, I saw you. I knew you before I came here.
In the spirit?
Yeah, I knew.
What was I doing in the spirit?
You're a politician. So when I see you doing all this, I pity you. Just please quit from here and go and do it.
We'll have to end the program now at all the time. Let me check. Oh, wow. We've done so much. 10:25. He'll be here with us again on Thursday. Can you make time on Thursday so we explain a few more things?
Yeah, the Thursday I want to talk about the World Cup.
The World Cup. Oh, you'll be happy to talk about the World Cup on Thursday. Maybe the AFCON.
No. I'm calculating about the World Cup.
Okay.
I want to give you the table of the World Cup.
Okay.
What is going to happen?
What's going to happen? We'll write it down. The tables. Thank you, Jibril.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
But you are also a politician in the spirit.
No, I'm not a politician in the spirit.
Viewers, thanks for watching. Good evening, and I'll be back on Thursday with another edition. This is Paul Adoboche wrapping up from 17 Josiah Tongogara Street in Lamoni. Good night.